Hello all my Kenvians and welcome to a new episode of Discovering Steven Universe. Today, what I think, based on the names, may be the big reveal for me. The big reveal of the truth, perhaps, or maybe just at least more information behind Pink Diamond and Rose and the whole situation there. I'm going to be watching Can't Go Back and A Single Pale Rose. And as much as I could guess what might be going on, make assumptions as to what's going to happen, I'm just going to forget about that, and let's just get started. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Nothing left to do but dream.
Another dream episode? A moon base.
Can't you call Nanafwa?
Not a fourth time! Why does it look like a barn?
It doesn't
Wait.
look like a... Wait, what?
Lapis?
Far away from Earth as possible.
Maybe she abandoned it. Like, it was taking too much strain to carry the barn along with her.
Lapis! So good to see you again.
Oh, really?
What's going on?
Yeah!
I thought you'd be halfway across the galaxy.
This orb is an observation device. The diamonds use them to watch activity on their colonies from afar.
She's able to watch them. Like, she's able to be with them without being there.
Maybe I'll find myself smiling on that distant shore.
So good.
Maybe I'm not.
You could drop the barn on the beach, then we'd all be neighbors. I'd come
Yeah.
over, borrow a cup of sugar, and you'd be like, what's that?
Steven? Are you okay? Were you dreaming?
I saw the diamond.
What are you talking about?
Lion, I need you to take me to Pearl.
Okay, so, I hate to do this, but I'm going to go right into the next episode, and then I'll talk about both of the episodes after that. But, if you're watching this and you have not yet seen my theory video, I'm going to provide the link to it in the description down below, where part of what just happened here may be something that I thought about in my theory video. So yeah, link in the description down below if you want to go check that out. Otherwise, A Single Pale Rose. I freaking knew that there was going to be something that we find out because it has to do with Rose. Holy crap! Alright, let's do it.
It's so close in the first place.
I can't believe you've had your...
Pearl, can I ask you something?
Hold on, Steve-O. I'm in the middle of a demonstration.
Pretty much anything you want. Maybe you shattered Pink Diamond. It's okay. You can tell me.
Look, the hand thing!
I want to tell you, but I can't.
This. No.
Oh,
Maybe
Steven's shirts.
No.
Oh,
Pearl, are you
that's a lot of money.
Where could I? Let's just stay here where everything is alphabetized.
Come on, I can handle it.
OCD! OCD!
I didn't warn you.
Oh, we're going Pearlception.
has a diamond. Please, let's never speak of this again. No one can know.
I wanted to tell you for so long.
Mom was Pink Diamond.
My third theory was right. I may not have gotten all the details right, but my third theory was right. First of all, I'd like to apologize for anyone whose ears I may have burst in my squeeze of delight. I really should have taken the time to talk about the previous episode before getting into this one. I mean, anyone that hasn't watched my theory video yet, again, I have the link in the description down below. Those of you that have seen it, I am so glad I didn't get this spoiled for me. I am so glad I didn't get it spoiled for me, and again, I mentioned the third theory. It was, at least from my perspective, based entirely around speculation. Speculation that Pearl was Pink Diamond's pearl. There are many pearls. There was a pearl, like the pearl that makes up Rhodonite, along with the ruby, belonged to someone else. So there are many pearls. So it was speculation that our pearl would be Pink's pearl. And okay. Oh, okay. Bring myself back together. Let's actually talk about these episodes, and then I can fanboy out as I approach the end. So, Can't Go Back. That was such a adorable but bittersweet episode. It's just, I thought Lapis was going to be coming back, and maybe she still is. Maybe there's still hope, but she's even more frightened than before at this point. But starting at the beginning, when Ronaldo shows up at the house, or at the temple, banging on the door, not even waking Steven up, but stopping him from being able to go to sleep. Just the look on Steven's face, I have felt that face before. All of you have likely felt that face before, where it's just, I'm gonna kill someone. I just absolutely love that. But then when we get over to the telescope, it's like, Ronaldo sees something weird on the moon, and undoubtedly, most of the time it probably has been the moon base that he's been seeing. But what he mentions the barn, and honestly, I thought Lapis had just gone. I figured she would come back at some point, but I didn't think it would be something where she was like sort of staying on the moon. Apparently she did go a long way. I was thinking that maybe she had dropped off the barn because it was sort of a strain on her, but no, she made it outside the Milky Way before she decided to come back. So, power's definitely not an issue for Lapis, clearly. But what she had been doing that entire time, observing the others, keeping an eye on probably Steven, the Crystal Gems, and Peridot. And there was something about that scene, and with Lapis singing, that, oh my god, I think it was my assumption of what the song's name is, Maybe I'm Not Alone. But just an absolutely gorgeous song. And I think that, like, there have been hints before that there may be, some form of relationship with Peridot and Lapis, and whether you want to call them the odd couple, whether you wanted to call them just friends, whatever. It's like there's a relationship there. And the way Peridot responded to Lapis leaving, and the way Lapis is responding just to seeing Peridot go about her life and stand up and being brave and stuff like that. It's beautiful in my eyes. It really, really is. In addition to that amazing, amazing song, another track that really stood out to me has to be when they're observing the practice with the Crystal Gems. A Peridot doing her metal building. Again, I can never remember the kinesis of what it's actually called, but doing her metal thing, and then the Crystal Gems attacking, like using target practice basically. Like the music that's playing in that particular scene is so subtle, so beautiful, that it's a stark contrast to what's happening. It's like, even though it's not an intense battle or anything like that, it's like, the Crystal Gems, they're practicing and they're using their weapons, so you expect, some sort of high, not high testosterone, but like, high energy, almost battle kind of music, but just the very cool, subtle, flowing tones of that track just really, really worked there as, again, a stark contrast to what we were actually seeing. It was just amazing, and I don't know if I was just paying more attention to the art in sort of the second half of the episode or what, but at the point where Steven and Lapis are sort of leaning against the wall with the beach scene around them. Oh, by the way, the orb. Finally finding out the purpose of the orb. That was really cool. But it's at that point I noticed that there was something different about the art regarding Lapis. In fact, it may have actually been even during the song that the art started to change, or that it looked noticeably different to me. Because it very much took on a stronger anime style, I guess would be the right way to put it. I mean, in a lot of regards, especially lately, the animation for the show has been pretty consistent. But this was even sort of a step up of what they usually do. At least in my opinion. So yeah, just the animation really stuck out to me there, and I loved that. And then that brings us to the dream. The dream where all we can see are the silhouettes of pink, blue, and yellow. And yellow is like turned around, like not even facing pink, while blue is just being like very motherly, stern but motherly toward Pink. And then that figure of Pearl walking up with the sword. Those images, I mean, after seeing that, there was no way I could delay going on to the next episode to find out what happens next. But of course, after Steven wakes up and tells Lapis about the dream, it's like she freaks out. And I mean, and she's still, again, it's like, PTSD is not something you just get over. It's like, the fear that she's harboring, it's like, she was making clear signs that, she wanted to stay, she wanted to be there. But she was still in the process of processing all that, of bringing herself up to go back. When all of a sudden, it's just like all the things she fears are suddenly right in her face again. So it's understandable that she would run away. It sucks, and, most people want to say, I wouldn't do that. You don't know. And as she opens the moon base's door, it looked like Steven was going to go after her, but then Lion just jumps in and grabs him, and Lion is such a good cat. Such a good cat. Such a good lion, yes, but such a good cat. And then, of course, following that, we come to a single pale rose. And it's like if you take out the reveal itself, it would have been seemingly a fairly inconsequential episode. It's like Steven goes in to find the phone, and we basically go through Pearlception. A pearl within a pearl within a pearl within a pearl. And I mean, it starts out, funnily enough, just like, Pearl getting shown how to use her new phone by Amethyst. Then we get that that creepy moment where, it's not even a subtle thing anymore. It's not something that you just kind of notice. It's like just all of a sudden, Pearl is getting ready to answer a direct question, but her hands won't leave her mouth. And that's just, that in and of itself was terrifying, because everyone in the room was dealing with it. Steven was dealing with it. Pearl was dealing with it. And then Amethyst was confused, obviously, because she had no idea what was going on. Oh, but what happened inside? What happened inside there? The reveal of what happened. The first, not a reflection, but the first time we actually see Pink Diamond. We see Rose turn into her original self before being shattered by Pearl disguised as Rose Quartz. I want to go ahead and watch the next episodes, especially after Amethyst's reaction of "What?" But I gotta have time to process this. I did not expect any of my theories to actually be right. I took the theories based on what I experienced so far, and based on speculation of what seemed like it was consistent with the themes of the show. But again, I don't even know what to say at this point. I do not know what to say. I'll probably need to take a day before I watch another episode. One, to get some editing done, but also just to fully process everything here. This was just... whew. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. Everyone, I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts on this episode, your thoughts on what I had to say. I'll be setting the theory video to public sometime after this video goes up on YouTube. And yeah, I'd like to hear your thoughts on the theory video as well, whether it's over on the video itself or here on this video. But until next time, everyone, for Now We're Only Falling Apart and What's Your Problem? Based on those names alone, that doesn't sound like a good thing. That sounds like this revelation is going to cause some schisms within the Crystal Gems, possibly. So yeah. Until then, everyone, I am PapaKenn, and I will see you in the next episode of Discovering Steven Universe.